Today we are solving inequalities with and. So you may see an inequality that is written like this. It says 4 is less than or equal to x plus 2 is less than or equal to 8. So what do you notice about this compound inequality? Well, you might notice that you actually have two statements in here. You'll have one that's right here. It's got 4 is less than or equal to x plus 2. And you also have this one right here. X plus 2 is less than or equal to 8. So when we write these out, we're going to break them apart. So you have 4 is less than or equal to x plus 2, and you're going to have x plus 2 is less than or equal to 8. And you're going to solve them the same way we solved our inequalities. You're going to subtract 2 from both sides. This is 2 is less than or equal to x. And over here you'll subtract 2 from both sides, and you have x is less than or equal to 6. And now you're going to combine them. The x will go in the center, and it's greater than or equal to 2, which is less than or equal to 6. So just pause, take a look at where this information is. You can see right here and right here. You'll notice that the inequality symbols, okay, here and here, they're going in the same direction. You have the x in the center, and you have the smallest value on the left and the largest value on the right. So how are we going to graph it? And you'll have your 2 and your 6. Because this is an and statement, you're going to have, these are colored in because we have them greater than or less than. And statement means it's everything in between. Because the values that would fit between 2 and 6 would be like 3, 3.5, 4 and 2/3. Your whole numbers would be 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 that would fit between here. Let's take a look at another problem. The way that the book has it written out, it is actually separated, and it makes it a little bit easier. So in this case, you already have them separated. It says x minus 5 is greater than or equal to negative 6, and x minus 5 is less than 9. So I'm going to go ahead and just add 5 to both sides. We have x is greater than or equal to negative 1. Then here, we're just going to add 5. And we have x is less than 14. And remember, this is your and. Okay? And let's go down here. So we have negative 1 and 14. This one here is saying is greater than or equal to negative 1. So you know that the line is going to go this way. This one is less than 14, so it's got to go that way. That's an open circle. That's going to be closed. And you'll notice that they're both facing each other. This is where that overlap, right here. So this is what the problem looks like. And now we have to combine them, remembering that your arrows are going to be pointing in the same direction here. Right here, same direction, pointing to the left. And then this is like your number line. I think when they're written the way that the book has it with the and actually written out, I think it might be easier to do the equations, but I think it's harder to do the compound inequality because you'll notice that these are written in different directions. So just be careful. Just go back to what you know when you do this. We'll do one more practice problem. Here's our problem here. Negative 12 plus x is greater than negative 4, and x minus 3 is less than 7. So we're going to add 12 to both sides. So we have x is greater than 8. And here we're going to add 3 to both sides. We have x is less than 10. So we have a nice little graph. They're both open circle. And it's greater than 8 and less than 10. Not a lot of values here. and there's your compound inequality. If you're still a little confused about the way it's, if you notice here, it's saying x is greater than 8, so it's pointing toward the 8, and down here, same thing, pointing toward the 8. This little arrow right here is pointing toward that 8. It's not a negative mark. Let's erase that so you don't get confused. Okay, so check Google Classroom, check your sheet for your homework, and we'll see you tomorrow for some ORs, some unions.